This episode is brought to you in collaboration with Activ8 Sports Therapy in Hyde. Chelsea at Activ8 Sports Therapy is an expert sports therapist and rehabilitation specialist who runs a clinic. They provide everything from injury assessment and treatment to strength and conditioning advice, whether you're dealing with a niggle or working towards a spring marathon. So get in touch with them over at Activ8 Sports Physiotherapy.
Welcome to episode 130 of the Local Runners Podcast, a podcast by runners for runners. We're your hosts. I'm Callum Parkinson.
I'm Katie Kay.
I'm Sean Warburton.
And I'm Dave Norman. Race reviews are brought to you by Precision Fuel and Hydration. The team have been using Precision Fuel and Hydration for fueling long runs and recovery. Katie contacted them to help her with her Berlin training and risk of cramp. Both Cal and Katie have used them for fueling sessions and long runs. It's great to get on board with a brand we already know and love. Use code LRP26 for 15% off. Okay, just the one race review this week, and we have the Northern Road Relays, which took place in Carlisle on March the 28th. And after a recent spell of spring weather, runners were greeted with some very changeable weather throughout the day, with some strong wind and heavy rain affecting some of the stages. The Men's Northern Championships have been dominated by Salford Harriers over the last 12 months, with victories in both road relays and the cross-country title that they won back in January. On this occasion, they had to settle for third place, as their arch rivals Leeds City reclaimed top spot in a very high-quality event. Such was the quality of the first three teams, there was a gap of 10 minutes behind Salford to the fourth place team Vale Royal, who enjoyed their highest ever finish. The results were as follows. Leeds City won the race in 3 hours 23 minutes and 53 seconds. Then it was Morpeth Harriers from up in the northeast, 3 hours 24.55. And then Salford Harriers in third with 3:25.37. So just over a minute and a half settling just between those medal-winning teams. And we had previous guest Harry Wakefield running the fastest short leg of the day in a time of 14:28. In the women's race, Leeds City made it a winning double for the club, continuing their dominance in the women's road relays. The early leaders Border Harriers finished second, with local club Salford Harriers completing the podium in third place. So the results of that women's race, Leeds City were the winners in 1:57.30. Border Harriers took second in 1:58.50. And then the gap to Salford Harriers in third in 2 hours 3 minutes and 23 seconds. And just to pick up on some notable performances from local clubs in that women's race, Trafford AC were a fine fourth, followed by Bury in sixth place, Sale 7th, and East Cheshire in 23rd.
That was the men's. I actually edited the script. And I put the men's as East Cheshire 23rd.
I was going to say East Cheshire didn't run in the women's relay. Women's relay, Trafford were 4th, Bury were 6th, Sale were 7th, and then locally East Cheshire were 23rd in the men's relay.
Yeah, I was going to say it's cheating if they ran in the women's as well.
Yeah.
Let's not go there. Okay, on to training and racing. So there's not much to update really, is there? Because it's not been that long since we last recorded. But coming to the end of the big miles now for marathon training. So I've done my last big week, kind of 62 miles, I think. So my long run, I went to Lady Bower on Saturday with Paul Rogers and Alex Stone of Hyde Village Striders, just to do planned to do 20, did 21, just to run without any efforts, just to do a nice long steady run. So that was good. It's always good to run around there, isn't it? Just a bit scenic, something a bit different, getting a bit bored of running around the streets at the same side now. So that was good. And then went on Park Road yesterday, so Sunday, and just did 9 miles with a 3 mile effort in the middle. So that's what I'd usually do on a Saturday for like park runs. So just switched them around a little bit. That's it. And still in a dilemma, I think. Well, I was all set for Manchester Marathon in 3 weeks and London in 4, but my kit has arrived today for London and I can't share it, but it's amazing. I did think as it arrived maybe I should just go for it London, but then I keep getting scared of doing that and what if I put all my eggs in one basket and it backfires?
Well, that's running,
So
isn't it?
I know.
Got to roll the dice.
It's all about putting eggs in baskets running.
I know, but I feel like I'm not good enough to do that. That's what like holds me back. I think, like I get it if you're really confident and you can guarantee that you can pull it off. Whereas I know anyone can have a shocker in the marathon, but I always just feel like it's my distance where it could go one way or another.
But you
again,
always do it every year.
I know, and again, I know everyone could say that, but
I think that's just the
I don't
risk
know.
of the marathon, though, isn't it? You can't be scared of the marathon if you're going to run well on it.
I know.
Gotta give it a go.
I did ask Jake
think,
Moles for a bit of advice. I think he said do them both.
No.
There's a great saying I remember reading before my first marathon. It was respect the marathon but don't fear it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fair.
I do fear it. It's
but
the
you
scariest
shouldn't.
thing
That's
ever.
what your training's
It do
for.
scare-
Yeah.
It does
Wasn't
scare me.
it? Was it Rob McMurdo who said his last run before the marathon's normally 20 miles at marathon pace?
Yeah.
So maybe do that.
Yeah.
With
I
a
know.
3-mile warm up and cool down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There you go. Just get after it.
Yeah.
Then. I would.
I know you would go for London, wouldn't you?
I would just forget about Manchester. Like Dave said from before we started recording, it's running's about opportunities. You're probably not going to get
I won't get an opportunity
another
like this
opportunity
again.
like
No,
this
you
to
won't.
be backed by a brand,
Yeah.
in good shape, going to the biggest marathon on the earth.
Possible cash incentive as well.
Cash incentive if you break your PBR 3 minutes, which I think it's entirely doable looking at your half marathon times in this build and your training. And I think you'll probably think, what if you didn't do it? Whereas the England vest, that's brilliant as well, but you can do that next year.
I have to run another marathon though to get another one.
We all know you end up
Not
running
that
another
easy,
one.
is it really?
Well, you're busy next year or something. You're doing something else.
I know, and I do get conflicted. I'm just keep more like people I speak to, and I get it's got to be a personal thing, but like speaking to Rachel Roshvenskaya, told me she did 2 marathons back to back and ran a second one faster than she ran the first. I know Johnny McGill's he did Manchester and London, didn't he, about 2 years ago, I think, got pretty much the same time when he did 2 back to back, but
You probably should
I
have
know.
done faster though. You should have. You know, if you go after one race and commit
Yeah.
to it, I think you leave everything out there. I don't think it's optimal to be racing back to back.
no, it's not, is it? I
It's
know
just
that.
not. Otherwise, people would be doing it all the time,
I
wouldn't they?
know.
And there's a reason they don't.
It's just if my body can hold out for going fast, or I just don't know.
But you've got new shoes. You've
I've got nice
New
shoes,
shoes,
I know.
that's
I look
it.
good.
It's a fair point.
If nothing else, the kit's amazing. But anyway, yeah, maybe I'll just wait and see. It won't affect my training where I'm up to now anyway, will it? Maybe see what the weather forecast says. And
If anything, it's probably more preferable to be going into London. You got a little bit more time.
yeah,
But yeah, like Dave said last week as well when we recorded, have a look at the weather situation.
yeah.
It's freezing at the minute, isn't it?
It
It
is.
stays like this.
Yeah,
We'll be in jumpers.
I've got some nice arm sleeves though. But yeah, so we'll see. But that's me anyway. Sean, over to you.
Yeah, so I mean, as I said, I've actually had a good week of training this week. Quite a lot of travel with work, so I did a session on Wednesday on Nuneaton Athletics track, which was good. It was nice because there was only one on there, and there was a brief gap in the weather that I took advantage of. So in the morning I did 6 by 5 minutes, and then in the evening I did 20 by 75 seconds. So I had a 16-mile day, and most of that was effort. And I got results back from my blood, so I am really low on iron, really, generally speaking. Everything else has come back pretty good. But my iron level's really low, or ferritin level's really low, which I suspected actually. Dan said to get that looked at, and I did. And I'm like, literally, I'm that low I make other people with low iron look like really healthy. But I suspected that, so I have been increasing my iron intake since just after Trafford.
You did say when you let us know that you wasn't sure whether this news was good or bad. I think it's good because you've got answers,
At
and
least you
there
know,
are
yeah.
ways to increase your iron levels.
Yeah.
It'd be bad if you didn't have answers.
Yeah, if it'll come back good.
Yeah.
I suppose. It's just, it's you look at it two ways, don't you? One is like, oh, that's not good. what's caused it and how do I get it right. And the other one is, well, at least I know.
You can do something
Yeah,
about
you
it.
can.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Probably only problem being I'm probably not going to get it sorted by London. It's just a bit close. So this Wednesday coming, I'm at Nuffield. What's it called? Nuffield Health, the Institute of Sports Science in Manchester, and I'm doing a threshold and VL2 max test. So that's quite good timing actually now, because I'll come out of that at least knowing what's a sensible target for London, based on that and where my thresholds are.
Have you spoke to your GP about iron tablets? 'Cause you
I'm
can get stronger.
booked in next Friday.
Because you can get stronger obviously than just taking, a vitamin. The other problem is that they can mess with your stomach, so I wouldn't start taking them until
No,
the marathon.
I have started taking. So what I've been doing, I've been
Vitamin.
gradually increasing the supplements.
Yeah.
But relatively speaking, they're quite mild, aren't they, compared to what you can get
What you get on
prescribed?
prescription though make you constipated. So
Oh, that's all right.
You don't want to mess.
I thought it was the opposite.
Before they,
You don't mind being constipated going into a marathon.
Well,
I'd rather,
mess with your bowels full stop, but
Yeah, let's see. I've got an appointment next week to see if they can give me anything a bit more specific, because I'm just winging it with supplements at the minute, which is... I don't even know if that's working. I don't even know if it's working. I am eating spinach and steak and all that sort of stuff, and Guinness, obviously.
We'll make a difference.
But yeah, it's just gonna. If you Google it, which I've done extensively, it takes months to sort it out.
Yeah.
Months. Yeah. So realistically, it's going to be like the summer before I can expect to see a difference. So training, like I say, has gone really well, and racing hasn't. But I think the problem is with that kind of sort of issue with your blood is that you can train well, really, because training is never full pelt, is it? You're always controlled. Whereas going to a race and you try and really push it, it's just not there, that top gear. So it's like trying to race with 4 gears instead of 5, I suppose. Yeah. And then you're at full max as well. So at a pace I would normally find quite comfortable, I'm balls to the wall, really. Yeah. So it's beating me up.
You've said that after a few of your park runs, haven't you? You said that they didn't feel like the time reflected the effort level.
Oh yeah, remember the Christmas Day Hyde Park?
Yeah.
Claire said, just say it was a tempo, and it wasn't a tempo.
I think this has been lingering for a while, looking at some of your comments over a period of time. Yeah.
Same with Antrim. If you remember Antrim last August, I was absolutely gassing it, and it's just nothing there. I was like 6:30 pace towards the end. So good that I know a little bit about what potential is going on, and bad that I need to fix it, and I'm not going to get it fixed in time for London. But I am going to do London and give it what I've got, and I'll find out what I've got on Wednesday.
You did Park Road this weekend, didn't you? Was that a good session?
Well, I only did an 18-mile run. I didn't do anything special.
Right, okay.
Yeah. The session the week before went well. This week it was 18 miles with a bit of progression at the end, but I did find it when you're in marathon training and you get an 18 miler in your plan, you think nothing. But I did find it quite hard, so I might just be a bit laggy as well with all the travel we worked last week and a big Wednesday. This Sunday coming, I've got 5 by 3 miles with a mile steady, not a mile recovery. So if I get through that, that'll be the biggest marathon session I've ever done.
Yeah.
Obviously, my coach is aware of what's going on with me as well, so he's giving me that session. But yeah, you got to give it a go, haven't you?
Yeah. So that, isn't it? 5 by 3 miles.
Yeah. I mean, the advice from him is to keep those first 2 or 3 reps, perhaps about 90% of marathon effort.
Yeah.
And then sort of pick it up. It'll probably naturally just get harder as the session goes on anyway.
At the end of the day, you're preparing for a marathon, so you've got to do it.
Exactly.
Fail to prepare to fail.
Yeah, unless all I could do is just get to 18 mile and ask for a medal.
Controversial on a good episode.
It's a trendy thing now, apparently.
We'll come back to that later. Who are you, Callum?
So since we last recorded, I did 6 by 800 metres. That was just the Tuesday after Wilmslow. And then did a tempo session, which was 2 mile at marathon pace, then a mile float, 2 mile float, and then 3 mile. I did that down the Fallowfield loop, but the 3 mile was all uphill coming back. Felt really good. Hit I think I hit 6:22, 6:23s on all of them consistently all the way through. And then I did a session on Sunday, 4x3 miles. Again, I hit 6:22, 6:23 pretty consistently. I felt really good. So we spoke to Dr. Lindsay Hunt from Precision Fuel and Hydration, and he said about using the electrolytes the night before and the morning of. So I tested that. Everything went really well. I felt really good. In the last 3 mile effort, I felt like it was hard, but I didn't feel like I was struggling. So yeah, feel fairly good.
Is that 500 ml of water?
Yeah. I did fill up a soft flask with the 500 electrolyte tablet, but I forgot to take it because I'd only had 5 hours sleep on Saturday night because me and Laura went out on Saturday night and the clocks went forward, so I lost an hour anyway. But no, feel really good. Feel like everything's starting to come together. Been coached quite well. James is over in the corner. Been coached quite well, so I think
it is going well, isn't it? I mean, looking at your training and your sessions.
Yeah, I think the intensity's up a lot more from my previous marathons, but I'm down probably about 10 mile a week from my max week, which at the moment I don't really mind because I'm still feeling the fatigue. Like this week, tomorrow I've got I've changed it to K reps instead of 4 minutes. And then I've not looked beyond tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then, I've got an 18 mile progression run on Sunday. So that's where I'm going to test again the sodium tablets, the electrolytes. I'm going to take the electrolyte with me this time. I've got all my fuel in, so I've got the 900 gram packs of gels. Use that, and then I'm going to use the caffeine in between each one of them as well. So I'm going to have 2 lots and then a caffeine gel, 2 lots and then a caffeine. So that should work and get me through. Tested my shorts, made sure my shorts hold all my gels. So
that's what when we were talking before the episode about them. They're quite small, aren't they? The gels, which is
they are handy, aren't they?
Handy, and 100 milligram of caffeine.
Yeah, it's rocket fuel.
Yeah,
really is. You do feel the kick from it. I think we've said it previous. But yeah, everything's looking good. So yeah, I've got 2.5 weeks. So this will go out probably. I think it's the week of the 2 week before the marathon. So yeah, feeling good. Dave, how's my bike doing?
No, thanks for loaning me the bike. So obviously only a week since we last recorded. No change, unfortunately, in terms of being able to run. So yeah, if you remember from the last episode, I've had my diagnosis that Duncan strongly believes it's patella tendonitis. And since the last episode, I've done quite a bit of Googling on it just to see what sort of time frame we're looking at. It did say for a full recovery from all the symptoms, you could be looking at 6 to 9 months. So it is unfortunately looking like quite a long-term problem for me. What Duncan said to me is this is something you've got to be patient with. You're going to have to focus this summer on not rushing back into racing, but your focus has got to be on becoming strong and robust, ready to handle next winter's training and racing is what he's advised.
I remember one thing he said on when we interviewed him, you've got to be strong enough to run before you start running. So yeah.
That's exactly what he said. What he did say to me when I went to see him, he said the absolute worst thing you can do is nothing, because you will just get weaker and weaker. So he's strongly encouraged me to get out and get on the bike if it doesn't cause it any problem, which it doesn't. He's encouraged me to walk. Now initially I couldn't do that. I couldn't even use the stairs at work for the first 2 weeks. I had to use the lift. But I'm now in a position where I can do quite substantial walks. So yeah, last weekend I actually did a 12-mile walk with 2,000 foot of climbing. I was out for over 4 hours and I didn't have any problems at all.
Walking more than the Proclaimers, aren't you?
I know, yeah. So yeah, over the last 2 weeks, I've actually done a total of 65 miles of walking. I've just looked, which is a huge amount of walking when you think about the time that it takes.
Yeah.
So, but it's obviously it's a worthwhile investment in my time because. Yeah. And I'm trying to incorporate hills into that walking as much as possible because I know that will really help with the return to running.
Well, if you fancy pacing 5 by 3 miles next Sunday on your bike.
Well, I was just going to say I would have offered, but I'm working on Sunday. Sorry. But yeah, no more of an update from me. But yeah, fingers crossed there'll be better news soon.
Right then, let's get into the juicy bit of the episode. So, because we're recording we're recording a few episodes in advance because of some bank holidays, and we record on a Monday, and someone doesn't want to record on a Monday because he has a beer.
Not always, not when I'm marathon training, but it is a bank holiday Monday.
Yeah. So, what we thought was unpopular opinions, and you didn't disappoint. We've had so many comments. Some can go straight in the bin. We are going to try and get through as many as we can, but some of them we agree with, so we won't go into too much detail. So I'll start on the comments on Facebook. Nobody really runs up Apple Street, they just shuffle. I think that's fair.
That's fair.
Yeah. That was Barry Bigelow. Carl Hardman, the Northern and National Cross Country for men should always be at least 12k.
That's an interesting one. Yeah, so historically the national was always 9 miles, and then over time the distance has come down and down and down, and in some of the recent years it's been as short as 10k. But I think from a purist perspective, I think 12k upwards is where I think it should be.
Yeah.
I think Eamon Martin, who's a former winner of the London Marathon, made a great statement once. Because there was a period where British distance running was in a bit of a decline period, and he cited the reduction in the distance of the national as one of the main reasons. He said because all it does is it just gives people a reason to do less mileage in the winter, which I think is a fair comment.
I can't really.
So I'm with Carl.
I haven't really got an opinion. I don't think I've done either of them events. Right. So Michael Harris put. Parkruns should start in or have estimated finish waves. I know it's not a race, but I think fewer incidents would occur. Plus, it's much easier with a pram when those around you at the start time are at the same pace. Now, for me, I don't think you should have them. I don't think you should have start times or estimated finish times because it's not a race. It's more stuff for people to be doing as a start and finish, doing the setup. I just don't think it's fair. I think we're quite lucky that we've got Parkrun and it's free. Adding more stuff to it, I don't think it'd be good.
Yeah, I mean, I know we joke about it a little bit in the quickfire round. Always Parkrun a race or not a race, but the reality is it isn't a race. And if people want to do a race, then they can go and enter the local 5k.
It's a time trial. That's what someone said to me at the weekend.
Yeah. I guess the other side of it is the safety element of it. So, and maybe this is where Michael's coming from with it. You know, would actually having marked time boards along the start area, would it actually encourage people to position themselves in the right place?
You do see Battersea Parkrun do that.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, so Battersea Parkrun have sub 18 minutes, sub 19 minutes, and so on. Yeah. So, but you're probably getting about 1,000 runners a week there. And I would say there's probably 50 going under like 19 minutes, maybe more.
I think maybe for the bigger part, if that's feasible and for stuff to.
It's another job role as well for volunteers, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what you have to think of.
Yeah, and Battersea lends itself to that because of the start area and there's a fence at each side to put the sign on. Not all parkruns do, it's complicated, and if you've only got a handful of runners at each time slot, it's a bit of a.
I mean, if you go to Hyde Parkrun, you almost have to encourage people to go to the front. No one seems to want to go to the front.
No one wants to run up that little hill first.
I would just not. I'd just leave it up to local teams, me. You don't overcomplicate it, do you?
Fair.
Yeah, agreed.
Matt Barnes, to do a marathon, you should have to graduate and do a number of 5Ks, 10Ks and half marathons first, and park runs don't count.
I agree with that, really.
Instead of being...
You can't just go into a marathon, can you?
We've had so many guests that have come on and said, oh, the first thing I signed up to was a marathon.
Yeah.
And
That's
it
what I
knocked
did,
people... No, go where you are now.
Sure. It's not ideal, though, is it? You wouldn't recommend it, surely, people do a marathon first.
No, I've always advised if somebody was just getting into running, I wouldn't do that.
No.
Yeah.
Now this is a good one. Saying warm down instead of cool down.
Guilty.
I do it, but only because everyone else does.
I
But I
call
think
it
he's
cool down.
right.
Cool down, yeah. It's
I say
cool
warm down. I put it on my Strava as well, do you? Warm down.
Yeah.
Do you? No.
I put it on
Yeah.
Strava, but no one can see my warm-ups or cool-down, so I'm going to say it now. Warm-up and cool-down should not be on Strava or gym work.
Everything on Strava, Callum.
Why? It's a run, isn't it?
Just clogging up my feed. I don't like anyone's warm-up or cool-down.
Well, you don't have to
I like
look
it.
at
Yeah,
it.
you don't have
You don't
to,
have
do
to be
you?
offended by it.
Oh, I'm not offended.
But when you're tracking your mileage, you want all your mileage
Yeah,
in.
It's there for me. Mine's just hidden.
Yeah, I'm not really asked what people think. If you don't want to look at them, don't look at them.
Fair enough.
Sean.
I don't even give it a name sometimes. It's just like morning
It's
run.
there for
and-
you, isn't it? Yeah.
Like Barrett and his 100k morning
Yeah.
run.
Morning run, yeah.
There's some that I'm not going to read out
What
actually.
about Matt Lucock? Wash your mouth out. London Marathon, massively overrated. Give over, Matt.
I agree.
Oh, stop
No,
it.
I agree. I think there's too many people that are obsessed with getting to London Marathon when there's other races around that are just as good.
And you've put, if you run a major, you shouldn't run it the following year.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you mean if you run London, you shouldn't run it the following
Yes, that's
year?
what he's saying.
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah. Because you've got Pete, right, well, we'll do one at a time. Right, so, Matt, you are right, it is overrated.
It's not.
It is.
It's not, is it, Sean?
No.
It's overrated.
It's overrated because it's the best marathon in the world. So it's rated accordingly in that sense over all the others.
And then, about...
I'd say second best.
okay. I think that if you've got a ballot place for London Marathon, you should not be allowed to enter the ballot again the following year. I think if you've got a good for age place, I think that's fair. But I think if you've got a ballot place, you should not go and apply again because that's taking up someone else's potential spot. And I think it was something like 1% chance of getting in.
No, I do agree. Not enough people get the chance to do it, do they?
Yeah, and we all know people who've been successful 3 or 4 times, and then you know people the opposite who've never been in 20 years. Or something. Yeah.
So I got mine first through the ballot, and I couldn't believe it because everyone was going, "Oh, I'm getting my emails," and then I looked at my email. It says congratulations, and I shit myself. I was like, "Oh no." A good one from Katie Lockwood. Men who wear tight leggings, especially when you can see their pecker-pecking. So,
Oh dear.
I wear both, not at the same time because that is an offence. But it just depends on the weather. If it's like cold and wet, or I'll wear tights.
All right, if the black.
Tights. Yeah,
I'll let you off if the
normally
black, but I'm
mate.
with Katie if the
Yeah,
no, it can't be multicoloured.
I think the dark coloured.
dark coloured.
Oh, yeah.
And
Big criminal
also in the
if they are.
marathon, they're really good for carrying gels because they don't bounce around.
Yeah.
So I wear them in the marathon. But again, if it were, it's just like it just depends on the conditions for me. But I don't think they should be banned. What I do think should be outlawed is wearing tights and then shorts over the top, which is a pointless exercise.
Just double layer.
It's just weird.
Yeah. They used to have it the 2-in-1, didn't they? You had it where you had like
that's
cycling
not so bad
shorts
because that's
underneath.
normally a compression situation, isn't it?
yeah.
You're wearing them because the tights are giving you compression, the shorts are your shorts. Any more Dave,
No.
you're a shorts man, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I was going to say, with my recent injury, probably a bad advert, but my unpopular opinion is shorts should be worn all year round. You don't need tights.
Yeah, but this comes from a man who didn't wear socks in -5 degrees. Had to go to the hospital to have his feet.
Yeah, I feel like a bad person to be giving advice at the
Masters age group should start at 40 rather than 35.
Yeah.
I think that's
100%.
right. Dave Norman, don't let Sean Warburton loose on this thread. Backyard ultras.
How do they even work? I'm not.
They're like we do the loops, aren't they? Just like
Yeah.
loads of loops.
You start the loop every hour, don't
Every
you?
hour or something.
Every
You
hour.
do like 5k every hour for ridiculous.
I think
amount
it's
of
about
hours.
4 miles.
Yeah.
The original backyard ultra.
Yeah.
What's the problem with them?
Well, I don't know if he I don't know if he likes them or
Has
not.
he just said backyard ultras?
Backyard ultras.
Alright.
2 exclamation
I think
marks.
without any context, we need to move on.
Yeah. I mean, it's not my cup of tea, but yeah, I think they're a good thing for people who are in that. It's an endurance challenge, isn't
I
it?
don't know if you ever followed the results of one, but
Yeah.
people do it for 5 or 6 days.
I know,
It's
it's
absolutely
madness.
mind-blowing.
Yeah.
Need to get a different hobby.
That's an interesting one again. Matt Lucock, Strava PBs count.
Oh, I saw you reply to that one, Callum.
I did.
It's fuming.
Where's
that.
That
where's
really,
one?
Shocking
wound you
behaviour
up.
that you've put, yeah. At
Yeah.
the bottom.
I mean, just on that, the whole point of entering a race, putting yourself in a race environment and putting a number on, is to make sure that that's one of the benefits of doing it. You're on a regulated course. You're chip timed. Your PB on Strava could be any old distance, couldn't it? It's just
So
like,
he did put. It just seems unfair that someone who doesn't ever race isn't allowed to have a PB. So I think if
race
you-
then.
Yeah. I agree.
That's
'cause
a
the
fair-
idea
that's a
of it,
fair
yeah.
point.
You gotta, yeah.
Come on, Matt.
Even Inky Steve, his mate, disagreed
Oh,
with
definitely
him,
not,
didn't he?
yeah.
He agreed
Oh,
with
really?
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
He puts definitely not, Inky.
Yeah. Claire, our ambassador, having to book races a year in advance to get in.
Oh, you
And
never
that's
used
just
to have to
because
do
it's
this.
so popular.
Yeah.
It's
Never
crazy,
used,
isn't
you
it?
never used to have to
Running
do this.
boom, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, Mid Cheshire, you know, you do Mid Cheshire 5k now. They open up the places the day after the race, and they're gone within a few
I know.
days.
Yeah.
We should have put the running boom in as an unpopular thing, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
It's not like good. It's not all it's cracked up to be, is it?
No, it's not, is it?
We're trying to put people off now.
There's too many people in it.
Big headphones as well, I think Claire said.
Yeah. Yeah. Big headphones on park runs.
Yeah.
I think that
So,
comes back to the safety element I referred to earlier.
Yeah.
You know, how can you possibly hear a marshal's instructions or a runner approaching from behind if you've got a set of headphones on?
This is a good one from Amy Jones. 500ml screw top bottles of water being handed out mid-race. Paper cups or small sports cap bottles are much better. I agree, because
I hate cups, me.
but at Wilmslow, the amount of bottles that were just wasted,
I know.
it is just.
It is a waste, and at Winslow, when I was getting them, I pour some out because otherwise you end up pouring it all over yourself, don't you?
Yeah.
So I was pressed, but I hate getting a cup in a race. I do hate a cup.
It's hard to drink.
It's hard to drink.
Is
You
it
have to have
London?
that
You
knack
have the
where it's
Lucasade.
yeah, and it
You end
ends
up
all
sticky.
over you.
I've actually got the hang of it now.
You have to squeeze it, don't you, at the top? But
Lots of race organisers do it. Tell you what, it does get me sometimes, and you get it not just in marathons, where they give you a bottle and the top is so tight, it's like Jeff Capes has put it on with all his might, and you're like, you know, I've barely got enough energy to make a step forward, and who's put this on?
yeah, I know what you mean.
At least crack the top open.
Yeah. Dave Norman, tracks are for running fast and not for easy or social runs.
This stems from experiences me and Sean have had training at Sports City, where you can turn up, pay your track fee, and there's all sorts of different groups and individuals train on track, and a lot of them just do not have any track etiquette whatsoever.
Yeah.
I've seen many examples of people running in lanes 1 and 2 and just chatting away and just seem to be there for a social. And I'm thinking, why are you not out on the streets or on the canals?
Yeah, if you're doing a social, no need to go on a track.
Yeah.
I agree.
No, it's unacceptable. Because it's just like a track is a very focused speed area, isn't it? What was that?
What about that one? Running in fancy dress should be outlawed. That's a good one.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd love to run fancy dress.
Would you?
Just something for a bit of a laugh, yeah.
All them people in the London Marathon all dressed up.
Yeah.
Sure,
The worst ones are the people that rock up dressed as Spider-Man, knock out at 2:30, then claim they're in fancy dress. And
Or in
just
jeans
like the
and
speed
Crocs.
suit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. What about arm tights? Scott Green said arm tights. Does he mean arm sleeves should be banned and definitely not worn at park run?
Yeah. I think they shouldn't be worn at park run. But
You wear arm sleeves, don't you?
yeah, I have an issue where in the winter, if I'm racing, my forearms get really, really cold, but to a point where my arms cramp up.
Yeah.
And then if I'm wearing a vest and then have the sleeves on, it does help.
You can put gels in them as well, can't you?
Yeah.
Apparently, I've read.
Yeah.
I like them, mate. In the marathon, I like them. Especially if it's a bit cool.
Yeah.
And they're good for carrying your gels in the top as well.
So you can wear a run vest for any distance. Now I'm wondering if that's just a normal running vest or is that a hydration vest. So
Don't know.
that was Andy
vest.
Robson said that.
A run vest I take to be one of the hydration vests.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Not for a 5.
Well, it's funny because Rachel Horrocks has said hydration vest for 5k should be against the law.
Yeah.
Oh, Rachel
So that
Horrocks.
sounds like Rachel's seen somebody do that.
I'd be more inclined to agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't need a hydration vest for 5k, do you?
No, I personally would rather die of thirst somewhere one full stop. But definitely not in a 5.
I have seen people running park runs with a hydration vest, but I sometimes do wonder if they've run from home.
Yeah.
They're doing the park run and then they're running home.
Yeah,
In
that's
which
right.
case I think you can tolerate it a bit.
But do they need a sign to say I've run from home? That's why I'm wearing
we need some kind of
fast.
like form that you need to fill in to explain, I think.
something just to accept it.
Yeah. Put it on the results.
So this comment got the most replies, and it was Carol Kershaw.
Oh, right.
Why is it expected for slower runners to give way to speedy runners? Everyone's race is important. So that can be that last statement for me. Everyone's race is important can be given both ways, the faster runners and the slower
100%.
runners.
Yeah.
So, do you agree that, because we spoke about this before, let's say we're running a park run and we're at Alexandra on the old course, so it's a bit more packed. Should it be expected for the slower runners to give way, or should it be the slower runners' responsibility to actually make way or be thoughtful that people will be overtaking them?
I think you just need to stick left. You go with the rules of the race, don't you? So if it's a park run and they say stay to the left so quicker runners can come through on your right, that's what you need to do. Because she is right, everybody's race is important, including the quicker runners.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Sometimes it's not always safe to overtake at a particular point. Sometimes you have to be patient in a park run. It's like I'd compare it to a car journey. If you're on the motorway, it's not always safe to overtake, is it? But
No.
sometimes you have to wait for the opportunity.
I think it's just about being sensible, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everyone needs to be mindful of everyone else. There just seems to be a bit of a trend where faster runners are always blamed for anything that takes place at a park run these days, and it's not always the case. You know what I mean? It's a part that anyone can use. Everyone's entitled to have their race.
Yeah.
So I think everyone just needs to chill out, stop falling out, and get on with it.
I think as well is if you're running and if you're running all out and you're saying excuse me coming on your right, it's never said in a polite way because you're struggling to breathe anyway, so it can come across like move out my way. But
You normally shout, don't you? On your right, on your left,
Yeah.
but you're not shouting because like you're being aggressive. You're shouting because you're barely conscious.
Yeah.
You're just absolutely gassed, aren't you?
I read a comment once where somebody was lapping somebody in a park run, and they'd shout a runner coming through, and the park runner had then gone on social media to say, by them saying that, are they saying I'm not a runner?
That's just ridiculous.
everyone's offended by everything nowadays.
People are too sensitive, aren't they?
Yeah, people do get offended by everything.
Yeah.
Running. Oh, sorry. Go on.
No, I just think that comment there is everybody's race. She's right, but she needs to appreciate that everyone's got a race to run, haven't they?
Yeah.
So just sometimes it'll have to be the quicker runner that needs to slow down, like today's point. Other times, people are just going to have to stick left.
Yeah. Well, you made a comment before we started recording. You don't say anything when you're passing someone because sometimes you can startle them.
Yeah, if you shout, sometimes they jump in your way.
Yeah.
I'd rather just find my way.
Yeah.
What I would say, we mentioned it I think on the podcast before, the Hyde Park run is 3 laps, it's a narrow course through the woods.
Yeah.
You would expect that to be full of problems, but it's never a problem because I think most of the runners there are regulars, so they know what to expect, and I think the volunteers do a really good job in briefing the runners.
It's actually the best park run around for that.
Yeah.
I think it's the best one, and not just that, it's just like the support everyone gives each other. Like when you're running around and you're coming past people, there's no nonsense, everyone's like,
and you hear the lap
begging each
runners
other
saying
on,
to
aren't
other
they?
lap runners, "Oh, keep left, the runners coming through," and then they'll cheer you on, and it's really good, and then you'll cheer them back because it's nice, you want to reciprocate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Running when it's raining is better than running when it's windy. I didn't
see that one.
That's just a popular opinion. That no one wants to run in the wind, do
I
they?
hate running in the wind. It's
Don't
horrible.
like rain or wind, really. I don't like any inclement weather.
Don't ask for a lot, do you?
Getting
Sean?
soft in your old age.
Next you'll be told you don't like hot weather as well, Sean.
I don't mind, despite my pasty appearance.
Runners running with phones out cause chaos. More interested in likes than the run.
Is that an unpopular opinion?
That's just a popular
That's
opinion.
a popular opinion.
I think it's a popular opinion.
I think that's a matter of fact, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a comment from Stuart Doyle. The herd mentality, where so many of the faster runners in the area all migrate to a very small number of clubs. Over time, leagues and relays, etc., will become very boring with only 1 or 2 clubs being competitive.
Yeah, he's obviously talking about high striders there. So I'll pick the bombs out of that one. I just think we were talking about, this was one that got us talking before we recorded, wasn't it? My view was that some clubs are proactively trying to better themselves all the time, and there's nothing wrong with that. Some clubs are not. They're just happy to do what they do, and that's fine. And obviously, as a runner, it's an individual sport, so if you want to better yourself as an individual, you need to go and train with better people that push you on. I remember that's why I went to Salford, because I remember my first session at Salford, by the way. I did think I would have made a big mistake here, because my first session I was in like the C group or something. I don't think I could walk the next day from being like at Hyde, being in the big group sort of thing. But was it the best thing I ever did? It was, because I always pushed me on as a runner, and I'm pretty sure everyone would say the same. You've got to, if you want to, depends what you want to get out of running, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But obviously, quick runners are going to want to train together and
have those opportunities, I think, don't they? So like road relays and stuff at your smaller clubs, if that's something you want to do, you might not be able to do it at your smaller clubs, so you might need to move to
Well,
be
I
involved.
was talking to Sean about this, and Michael Manning's one of our previous guests. He's ran for Alderman Royton for, is it 20 plus years? He came on the podcast and said, "I'm never going to leave Alderman Royton. I'm completely loyal to them." But he was saying that he's recently joined Salford because he said there was no sign of Oldham ever doing this event, and he wanted to take part in the road relays, and he knew by joining Salford he'd be able to do it.
Yeah, things like Welsh Castles and stuff like that. A lot of the smaller clubs don't do those things, do they? So
I mean, I would say I'm not picking on clubs there, by the way, because Hyde was one. It's my first club, and I love being there, and they got me to 2:43 in the marathon, really. But what you get from that is very different to what you get if you go to a club like Salford. And then you look at like clubs like Stockport, for me, should be doing more.
Oh yeah, you look at the facility they've got there, the size of the membership.
Yeah, it's huge.
There's another example of someone who's come to you guys at Salford, Jacob Wood Doyle. I mentioned him on the Christmas episode as one to watch this year. Sort of bumbling along, training on his own at Stockport, not really improving, and he's gone there and he's running unbelievably well.
Yeah, exactly. And unfortunately, that's what'll happen. And I just think it's about desire, and I do think it's an individual thing as well. And ultimately, the running clubs are run by runners, aren't they? So it's a mindset thing where people are competitive and they want to do well. What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
I think for me, if you, I think you should join your local club though. I think it
Why
should
though?
be
Why?
because if we take Tameside for an example, if you throw a blanket on Tameside and say every single person in the Tameside borough has to join a local club, whether that's Striders or East Cheshire, with East Cheshire having the track, that would attract more of the faster runners, and you join there. I think if we looked at like the road relays or any other big events, team events, we'd be well up there because you've got the likes of Dave Barrett, you've got Carl Hardman, you'd have Dave, you'd have yourself.
The obligation is on East Cheshire to go and make that happen then. Make it happen.
Right. I've got enough on my plate.
Yeah, it was a question in the last episode. Once I think Al Cook asked into about if people stayed at the local clubs, how good would they all be?
It's nice on paper,
But,
isn't it?
yeah,
But if
like
Manchester
you say-
United or City did that, where would they be?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
We'd be stuck with Rashford, wouldn't we?
Got to do what's right for you, haven't you? Like I say, you want
I
to-
understand the guy who wrote the point is a good point because he says that it makes for a more competitive
Yeah.
league. That's a good point, but I do think the obligation is on clubs to make that happen.
Yeah. Like I
Yeah.
say, Mike Mannings, if otherwise he'd be stuck at Oldham.
He wouldn't
and
have been
not-
at the event anyway.
No.
But yeah, if you go back to that race review I've just done of the men's relays at the weekend, and I mentioned there was a 10-minute gap between
Yeah.
the third place and the fourth place, so it was really a free horse race.
Yeah.
But obviously those clubs, people have joined them for a reason. I think the insinuation was people are joining them purely to win medals, but
Yeah.
actually I think like if you look at most of the cases individually, people have joined to benefit from the
push
training groups, to
themselves.
push
Yeah.
themselves,
Different
to benefit from
opportunities. Yeah.
the higher level coaching.
Yeah.
So yeah, I totally get it.
It's a bit like our Tameside race, isn't it? You look at our Tameside race compared to the Podium Classic, it's the same course, really. But the standard is massive
Yeah.
at Podium Classic because they've just got the depth.
Yeah.
They put a lot of money behind it, which has done that, but runners are going to go where fast runners are. and
Yeah.
That's just the nature of the sport.
On to the next one. Inky Steve, 50k is not an ultra. I agree with him.
Anything over a marathon's an ultra.
I thought anything over a marathon was an ultra.
I thought it was like 30 mile.
We need to bring Leo in.
Originally.
Leo's over in the corner.
Anything over an ultra is going to be 30 miles.
Over a...
Sorry, anything over a marathon pace. So anything over that.
Yeah.
Right.
Is an
Okay.
ultra. Yeah, that's
So
what
it's
I
a-
thought it was. Anything over a marathon.
So it's a matter of definition then, isn't it?
So 30 miles theoretically is an ultra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 50k.
No, 20 doesn't count. 30 miles. So it's got.
So it's got minimum 30 miles is then an ultra.
So 50k is an ultra. Yeah.
No, I agree with Inky.
What's 50k?
50 kilometres.
Yeah, but what is it?
32, isn't it?
About 32.
About 32
Yeah.
miles.
It's another 5k on top of a marathon, isn't it?
It'd be
Another
10.
8k, 5 miles. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I do very minimal warm up. Before a
Yeah.
marathon, it's literally like 5 minutes jogging. So that's an ultra.
The obsession with big name races when there are so many smaller events that need supporting
Oh god. Yeah.
applies to shoes in a shop, then trying shoes on in a shop and then going home to purchase them online at slightly cheaper. If we all support local running shops at least once a year, then you'll be paying instead of returning shoes for £6 online just to get the correct fit.
Dave write this.
I didn't
No.
know.
Fiona Dyson wrote that. I
It's a
think
good,
that's
good
very
point,
good
that.
point. That
Yeah, because when you look at losing the running shop from Hyde,
yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, that's a
Should
massive
try and
loss. That.
support shop. But it is convenient again into I'm guilty, I buy online. It's just.
I do if I'm buying something I know, but if I want to see something, I
Yeah.
have to go and look at it.
Yeah.
On the races, I mean, you look at what's the biggest 10k locally, the Great Manchester Run.
Yeah.
But there's probably much better 10k's in
Oh.
your area,
Yeah,
which you're
absolutely.
paying considerably less money for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot less hassle in terms of being able to park up and
Yeah.
all that comes with it.
Faster
so
courses.
I take a point completely on that one.
Yeah.
Doodle doodle do. National 12 stage should be 6 long legs
Ooh,
and
not
6
seen
short legs. Paul Simmons.
Paul Simons.
Simons.
Yeah. It always used to be. So again, that's
So
a
is it
tradition.
not? What is it then?
I thought it was 3. Is it 3 long legs? Is it 3?
No, I think last year they changed it to 12 short legs.
Right.
But that was more to do with not being able to use a certain stretch of road that they've always used.
All right. I was going to ask why the change
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Probably not an unpopular opinion. Just
do you think that's a popular opinion then?
probably just a gripe, that one.
Yeah.
Fair point, that, isn't it?
Never trust anyone, so this is Justin Johnson, never trust anyone who pauses their watch for recoveries during a session. That's what the lap button's for.
That's what I did.
That is 100% true. You should not be stopping your watch.
100%, yeah, because they also, the most important reason for that is you can track your individual splits across the session.
Yeah.
Whereas if you stop your watch...
But again, why do you care what anyone else is doing? If I want to stop my watch, it doesn't affect you, does it? So
No, it's not that. I'm not really answering. I don't even know if you do this or not. I'm just giving you the reasons why it's important to do it. There's
I think
a lot
you
of
struck a chord there, Sean.
kicking off. What's going to hurt me there?
Yeah,
just
and
like
just on a similar note, I wanted to quote one of Glenn Piper's long list of.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, go on.
Don't forget to inbox me, Glenn.
Glenn said, runners who stop watches at road junctions and going through gates or over stiles need to get a reality check.
I think, right, you just don't stop your watch, just keep running. Leave your watch.
Strava
just
does,
isn't it? Well, I do. It's just habit.
So I would do that. That's sometimes if I'm waiting for a long time at a road, I'll stop it. But in a session, the session is a session. So you need to time your recoveries. You need to time your splits.
Yeah.
Well, if you're out for a run and you have to stop to cross the road, it doesn't really matter if you stop it or not. I said this a few weeks ago, do you remember?
Yeah,
Try
I
it.
did that.
If you leave your watch running one day and then stop it when you stop the next day, your Strava will look the same.
Yeah.
It will, but
Strava.
you'll run further.
It just works it out for you.
No, you'll run further.
You
So
won't
me
run
and
further.
Josh ran when we did
Glenn,
the
what we started.
18.
No.
We did an 18-mile run, and he kept stopping his watch every time he went in his lunchbox for his saurine bread, and I left mine running, and he had to run another 400 metres to round it up to 18 mile.
Yeah, but that could just be GPS. It's a long run, that. So that could just
Yeah,
be
but
GPS.
still, just leave it. Just leave your watch running. Don't matter. On
It
an
doesn't
easy
ma-
run.
You're right.
It
It
don't
doesn't
matter. That's
matter.
the thing. That's what I mean.
It
If you stop it or
absolutely
not, why? Who
does
cares?
not make
Like,
any-
just do what you want to do.
Doesn't make
Alright.
any difference.
You don't have to put a disclaimer on your Strava. Do you? I stop my watch.
We've got to see them now.
If you are, by the way, on that, just before we move on, so if you look at someone's Strava, you can't tell if they've been stopping it. But if you've got training peaks, you can.
Oh really?
You can see the stops. I don't know how it does it, but it just works out. You start your watch how long for. So if you're trying to trick your coach to thinking you're running one pace, you're not. Not that I do that, Dan.
So Matt Latham posted quite a few in here. Running the same repetitive route week after week for marathon pace sessions. Sorry, Sean.
Is he referring to Park Road?
Park Road.
Yeah.
Yeah, who's put that
Middlewood
on?
Way.
Middlewood Way, Matt Latham.
Just thought, why wouldn't you do that? The consistency training.
Yeah, consistency.
Just again, we got
Well,
a flat.
I think that brings me on to another of Glenn's. Running endless loops of Park Road is insanity.
I think marathon training
It
is
is.
getting
It's
to
like
Glenn.
it's good mental training, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's nothing
He's
nice
go,
about
he's
it.
going to think Park Road is a better road. It's at 20 miles in London in a few weeks.
This is good. Running along the canal is enjoyable. Lots of trail runners say it's boring. I don't mind. I like the canal.
I
love
like
the
it,
canal.
yeah.
I
I do
like it.
most of the miles on the canal.
But when I started running with Matt Smith, I said, right. He said, what's the route? I said, oh, we're going to go down. No, I'm not going down the canal. I've been down the canal too much. And I was running down there, so yeah, I agree. Wearing an hydration vest for a 10k in the bin. That was Matt Latham. We've already spoke about that. Mike Olness. Marathons are boring. Give me a track 1,500 metres over a marathon any day,
Well,
both in terms of competing and watching.
He'd know, wouldn't he? Given all the marathons he's done.
Another one from Glenn. The marathon is seriously overrated.
That's because he's
That's
marathon
because it's
training.
marathon training.
He's had enough.
Um,
Oh dear.
Put Mike Olness in London Marathon or something like that and be a different view.
He'll love it. He'll love it. Yeah, I get the watching a marathon for me. Is
Oh
boring.
yeah. Well, I don't
No,
find it. I love
watching
it.
them on
Yeah,
TV.
I love Annie.
You don't
I love
watch on
watching
TV,
Annie.
you're there every year.
I love watching Annie athletics, track,
Yeah.
half marathon, 10k.
I love
it,
watching
yeah.
1500 metres.
Love the tactics in it all. Yeah.
Anyone with a few followers on Instagram qualifies them as a running coach. That'll
Yeah.
leave them.
Yeah, that's definitely in the bin. That.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did we put that in our room 101
I
at
think
Christmas?
it was,
Yeah.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is a bit of a trend at the minute, isn't it?
Yeah. Hybrid fitness.
Yeah.
Hybrid fitness and
Hybrid.
online
Hybrid runner.
coach.
Hybrid
yeah.
runner,
Yeah.
yeah.
There's a certain category there, isn't there?
Stop blokes wearing shorts, tight shorts. No, no.
Bloody hell, Callum.
That was Paul Minton. That. Sorry, Paul Minton. Stop blokes wearing tight shorts. Nobody wants to see your chode. Using gels on any distance less than a marathon.
No.
I think I use gels for sessions and
Yeah.
anything under. I think if he's saying that is an unpopular opinion, I think he's right there.
They're convenient, aren't they? I think if
Yeah.
you're doing like you said, Dave, if you're doing a park run, you've not had time for breakfast, just have a gel if you're wanting to do it.
I suggested it to Sean. He tried it. He said it was a game changer. There you go.
Yeah. I think fueling in big sessions as well. I've realised the benefit of that in the last year. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just think it helps with your recovery, and also it prepares you for the marathon. So if you're not going to fuel until you're doing the marathon itself, then you're going to be in trouble on the day.
Yeah.
So this is from Helen C79. This is not popular at all. You're not a runner if you haven't done a marathon. That annoys me.
That's
If
ridiculous,
someone says that, I'm assuming she's saying that some people say
Jacobinga
that.
Britson's not a runner.
No, yeah.
Keely Hodgkinson's not a runner.
Eilish McColgan only made it last year.
Yeah.
Josh Kerr don't even know what he's doing.
Last couple now. I'm not going to read that one out. You don't have to be running fast all the time. Getting the correct ratio for slow runs can make you faster depending on what you're training for. I think people that started to come to light in the last 5 years or so. Road running's very boring. Yeah, I agree with that.
I agree.
No. It's boring if you don't like it. Obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
I love it.
It's like Joe Hudak. He said he doesn't even like running, does he? And then the last one, couples holding hands whilst out on a run. Absolutely sickening.
Who even does that though?
Leo.
Well. Inclusive.
Yeah.
It helps somebody else achieve a goal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So yeah, there was loads there. I think overall, we had like 104 comments on it.
104,
Is there
yeah.
any that we've missed that?
I think we've got most of the common themes.
Yeah.
Dave, you've been all over this list all week. Have we missed anything? Much
I mean, this is a good one actually. I've just spotted one that we've not done. You don't have to be running fast all the time. Getting the correct ratio of slower runs in.
Just said that.
Did you?
Callum just read that one. You were too busy looking at the list.
I was too busy looking at the list. Fair enough. Half marathons that claim to be inclusive. Did you do that one?
Oh no, I didn't do that one actually.
Half marathons that claim to be inclusive but have a 3-hour cut-off time are not inclusive. Same goes for 6-hour marathon cut-offs.
It is controversial cut-offs, isn't it? But I do agree there has to be a cut-off because the people are volunteering, aren't they? So you can't be. I always say, like, I wouldn't go and do a triathlon because I'd be there all day at the swim.
And it's not just the volunteers. The organisers only have the road closures for a set period of time. So the council will say, we're reopening the roads at such and such time.
Not to offend people, I'd say it's only for people of a certain speed. But you've got to be able to compete within a certain period, surely, to put yourself in that.
I do understand the point. There's a few of these races now, isn't there? Pulford 10k is quite a quick one as well. You got to be. Is that 40 minutes or something there?
The ones that are brutal are the marathons where they literally just stop you from going over the line.
Berlin
Berlin were like that.
People coming metres away from finishing.
And I was at Berlin last year. There's like people coming towards like 22, 23 miles, and they were just going, sorry, a sweeper bus this way, either go and get the sweeper bus or you can make your own way back.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're pretty...
like, I like to give people my medal.
If you ever
It
want to
was like,
laugh,
awful.
look at the Berlin Marathon frequently asked questions, because it's proper German in terms of the style. It goes like, I can only run a marathon in 7 hours, can I still enter? No. Just don't go down this route of inclusivity or anything. It's just like straight to the point.
Yeah, it is quite brutal. But you have got to stop somewhere, haven't you? Otherwise,
You got to have a cut-off point.
Yeah.
Some, I would just say there is races there for everyone. Some races have quite generous sort of cut-off times. Some don't. You know,
Yeah.
some
London
really
make a
tight
big thing
ones.
of the last finisher, don't they? They always do a little.
Yeah. London, I've got a very generous
Yeah.
cut-off time. Yeah, they were probably one of the best. I think a lot of the majors, probably with the exception of Tokyo and Berlin, maybe Boston, are quite stringent on the cut-off times. Yeah,
Yeah. Is that it for us?
I think that's it. Yeah.
Right.
We've covered a lot there.
Yeah, it's coming light.
So our next episode is an ambassador takeover with all our ambassadors. They'll talk about their running journeys, races they've done, discussion points and much more.